Right here? I don't feel like I'm actually in the shot. Like I don't... No, I don't think that this is... Okay, it doesn't feel like this is actually a good shot. Like I can't... It doesn't seem like I'm actually in the shot. Let me just try something. Oh. That's a little... Yep. Nope. Somewhere in there is focused. Somewhere in this range of focusedness. It could be something right here, and focused right there, and then not really in focus, kind of, but more of a like a da da da. But that's different than how it should be, because this should actually be focused like that. That is in focus, but when I'm actually back here, it's hard to focus this completely. I need to use a screwdriver sometimes and stand where I'm going to stand and reach up and focus and make sure that it stays focused and doesn't halfway focus. And other times it'll just do that. Or it could just halfway focus and not focus all the way, and then not be 100% focused, which is annoying, but not, that was timed wrong, but not as annoying as this. I went to turn the lens the other way, because that's not something that I usually do when I'm making videos. I don't mess with the lens too much, but sometimes I do, and those are the times when things don't get shifted back to the way that they should be shifted back to. So there's this weird sort of needing to remind myself to do the thing that I don't usually do. So it's not like it's a moment of repetition and repetition and repetition and repetition where I can get into the habit of doing the thing, but more so just remembering that I need to do the thing. Or also always checking to make sure that the focus is focusable. That's not what I meant to say. I use a Canon DSLR and I need to manually focus generally with the videos, because if I don't manually focus, if it does do any sort of autofocus, it makes whirring noises, and then when I don't use the autofocus, I need to manually focus all the time. Which is why I don't generally use this camera when I go out vlogging, because unless I'm just pointing it at my face and I'm filming the stuff around me, I want to make sure that it focuses on the stuff that's around me and doesn't just get all unfocused everywhere or make whirring sounds when it's trying to focus on things, because that's annoying too. So instead, I need to use my handy dandy non-sonic screwdriver and make sure that everything gets focused to where it needs to be for each video. And sometimes I forget, and sometimes I focus in when I'm standing in a certain spot, and then I move out of that certain spot, and then I'm not in focus anymore. It doesn't happen very often, but it's happened twice in the last week and a half, which I get a barrage of comments about how a video is just not in focus. And I'm aware, and it's something that I should notice when I'm editing, but sometimes I don't notice it when I'm editing, and other times I don't have my whole setup plugged in with the monitors and everything that I need to look at the video footage that I'm editing while I'm editing, and it just sort of slips by me because I'm in a rush or because I just am feeling exceptionally lazy that day. They are all faults of mine. I could see that I'm not filming in the most pristine conditions possible, but then that would mean going back and filming the whole thing over again, which, I mean, it's it's me just talking to a camera. You can essentially just shut the screen and then still listen to my voice. You're not really going to lose much in the video. Maybe I should just make this a podcast, he said, sarcastically, because he's not going to make this a podcast. So I just wanted to get that little explanation out there about my recent couple unfocused videos that weren't exceptionally pristine. And it also gives me a chance to play with the lens a little bit more than I usually do. But as always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me tomorrow. And my mouth looks huge in this. That's just a way too close. That's like I'm super in focus and the background is super blurry, and that's just like, I can't even get my, oh gosh, that's creepy levels of blurry. Don't want any of that. But then when I unfocus, when I back it up, it's still sort of, see, when I'm looking at a tiny little screen, I can't really see what's super in focus and what's generally acceptable for being in focus. So I guess I need to get an actual sonic screwdriver and just try to get this whole thing to work, right?